Hello, everybody. Sorry, we are a few minutes late. We're having technical difficulties and kind of still are, but it's a thing. It's a thing that happens. I need to update my equipment, and I will some point here soon. But for now, we are going to play some percent chance of failure. This particular game, we're doing a one shot in the lovely Row here, her campaign world, Soldier Poet King. And I'm playing with the awesome La Couch himself, Rubinsky. It's gonna be super fun to be playing with you again. And Kara, this is almost actually the O Team session 2, right? Like all we need is Jeanette and Josh in here, and we could throw it down. Um, so anyway, for anybody watching, we are running in my TTRPG that I designed and made recently. I've been running for about 3 months now, and it's absolutely crazy, and I love it. Um, but percent chance of failure, it's just all about rolling percentile dice and going absolutely crazy and driving your Grand Poobah nuts, which is part of what I think we're gonna do this evening. So I am not your Grand Poobah this time. Ro over here is gonna be handling that. Um,
Just taking care of sending the link of the stream out to a few people who wanted to watch. So that's what I'm doing right now.
awesome. Um, but yeah, I am gonna be playing Siler Sly Falcone, who Rubinsky was nice enough to give me this lovely character art, and Kara and Rubinsky also have character art, but unfortunately, the technical difficulty I'm having is I can't seem to get their camera feed to work through the Discord. So if you want to check out their character art, and I mean, if you haven't already, join the Discord. Orsac Narrative Universe. We will be sharing the link in the chat. Join the Discord, please. Come play 2 weeks free. Text TTRPGs. It's an amazing, amazing time. I think that we can all fully agree how much fun we have had on this server in all of our various things. Robe playing both with me in a Face Secret and also with Josh in a Gooey Way, and also with everybody here in the O team. And then Rubinsky, of course, like I said, in the O team, and playing La Couch, who just quasi ate two people in an IKEA. Um, and Kara, what is the name of your the game show game again on Josh's? I love it.
Sorry, you cut out for me for a moment there.
Oh, what is the name of the stream you and Josh always do, the game show? Um,
Oh, play on words with your host, Phelan Morgenstern.
yes, I love it.
Yes.
I love it so much. Um, yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite. Well, it probably is my favorite now that the Carl's Jung and Freud campaign is done, because that one was just listening to Josh just rip into Chance was so good. I'm sorry, so good.
Oh my
uh,
gosh, I love that one too. It was one of my faves. I love all of the streams for the Anya. I think they're all absolutely fantastic.
mhm, mhm.
But I loved those two. Those hold a special place in my heart. You know, hearing all the things that Freud has to say, just everything about Phelan. I loved those games. They're good.
Yeah, the mouse that lives in your mailbox that Josh does. Oh my god, I love that. I love that character.
I believe you mean Daryl.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you. Oh,
He does that voice so perfectly. It's hard not to crack up.
Oh man. Yeah, you're the dynamic between your characters is so fun too. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
fun. Okay, with all that introduction out of the way, Ro, are you ready to immerse us in your world?
Yes, I am. Okay. As Abstract had said before, today we are going to be diving into the world of Soldier Poet King. Now, this is a world that I have been creating and developing for many years now. It is my pride and joy, and currently where all of my campaigns have taken place. It is a fantasy realm with fairies and dragons, furbolgs, and now apparently cat people. Um, it's a lot of fun to play. I have absolutely adored playing it. And this is actually one of the first games that is going to be played outside of the Soldier Poet King module, which is very, very exciting. Um, yeah, so like I said, I've been doing this for years. this is my campaign book. I showed it to them a little while ago. I don't take a whole lot of notes, but I have notes that I do have are all in this book. As you can see, it's very worn down. See the spine and all sorts of scratches on the front, and then also the fact that it's kind of come off there. So it's a very detailed world. It's a lot of fun. I absolutely, absolutely adore it. And where we will be starting today is in a little city called Orem. Now, Orem is where a lot of stories in this country begin. And this little town of Orem, we have gotten to the point where things are starting to really look up here. This is after after the corrupt king Claudius has been dethroned and replaced by our lovely, lovely queen Orkisa. Our Queen Orkisa, she is beloved by most people across the land. However, there are some people who still aren't very sure about her rule, given the fact that she's only been around for about 3 years. And there are, of course, those who are still very devoted to Claudius. Now, where our party lands in all of this, we have three lovely, amazing heroes that we are going to be looking at today. We have Mist of the Mountain, aka Mist. We have Tom the Cat, and we have Skylar Falcon. Now, these heroes are going to be embarking on a journey here in a little bit. They've been known each other for a little while, having lived in the same town now for a bit, and they actually just finished a mission together. They got some intel and brought it back to their dear, dear friend, Larry. Um, so these guys actually do not know Larry, but Larry is a character. He is a little goblin, and he runs his own sandwich shop that has franchised throughout the kingdom called Larry's Giant Subs. So where you guys find yourself today is right after this mission. Larry has given each of you about 2,000 money points for gathering this intel for him. And you sit inside of Larry's Giant Subs, eating your lunch for today. Larry said that he will be right back. He has to go talk to someone, and then he has something else that he would like to send you out to do. Go ahead, talk amongst yourselves, and Larry will be back shortly.
So, what do you think Larry's gonna have for us? Huh?
I don't
Not
know,
really.
but after that last job, I mean, I certainly wasn't expecting the bees. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, the bees. Not my favorite thing. Tell you that.
As long as you give me an opportunity to steal something from someone, I don't really care what job it is. I'm just going to steal things. That's my goal. The more important it is, the better. And the less I know, the even better than that.
Yeah, we all know about your sticky fingers.
You're one
I
to
let them
develop.
clean today.
Well, they hand me their things. I don't take them. I convince them to give them to me. It's different.
A technicality,
It's,
but I'll allow it.
it's their fault for not putting their hands in their pocket or being careful of their things. It's mine to take. It's their fault. They deserve it. Should have picked safer streets.
Agreed. Agreed.
Right at this moment, Larry comes back out from the back. He's like, "Hey, you guys, look. All right, so I got another mission for you, but here's the thing. This one's a little bit more dangerous, you know."
Well,
We feeling good? Okay,
Challenge.
we're feeling good about that. I not hearing any direct contradictions to this. You know, had a couple of old friends. If I told you, oh, they're gonna go do something dangerous, they'd be like, oh no, we don't want to die. Whatever. You know, actually, my old friends, they're the ones who are holed up in the castle right now. Pretty some cool dudes. You know, they beat me up a little bit, but what can you do when you steal their things? Yeah, I had a curse on me actually, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so this guy, he's coming to meet you here in a little bit. And look, you can't ask any questions if you recognize him. No, you don't, sort of a thing. And I think you will like it though. It's a real interesting gig. You guys want to sign up? I can't tell you too much. He'll tell you the need to knows. But what you guys think? Eh? More money? Eh?
money's always good, but you got to be around to spend it.
If it's more
Eh?
dangerous, I would expect the pay rate to go up in comparison.
Look, I'm not the one paying you for this thing. The last one, yeah, that was me. And sorry about the bees again. You know how things get around here. I was not expecting that. You know what? I'll give you a sandwich voucher. Each of you gets your lunch free. Absolutely on me. How does that sound? Eh? I'm not hearing any complaints. I am taking it. Alrighty then. So he'll be here in about. And as that happens, the door opens. Now, I will leave you guys to it. Hey, North, these guys over here. This man walks over. He is a human. He has blonde hair, gray eyes. He is very clean shaven, well kept. And he sits down with you. He's like, "You're the people Larry said could help me."
For a price.
Understood. I can give you 3,000 apiece.
Are there going to be bees?
I don't believe so. Unless you encounter bees on your travels, no.
So this job requires traveling then.
It does, yes. There's a city up in the north-ish, not too far, about on the west coast. And I need you to retrieve an item from an old friend.
Are we traveling in luxury? Like, are you paying for the good carriage on the way there? I'm a man of comfort myself. I'm not doing no horseback like last time.
I'll pitch in a bit extra for some good travel.
You seem very accommodating. How important is this to you?
Very important. Like, I am not going to be getting into the details with the likes of you. This is better kept under the table.
Is your friend going to part with this willingly? Or is it
Not
going to take some
exactly.
convincing?
Convincing, I don't think would work either.
Then
I've been heard that the three of you are rather stealthy and can get in and get out of this situation.
Well, you've heard
looking
correct.
at the other two, I'd say that's a correct assessment.
100%.
All right, so 3,000 apiece, and you'll go retrieve the item for me.
Who?
And the bucket of chicken.
Two things. Who? Where?
So he ignores the bucket of chicken comment. Turns to Sly, and he goes, Lady Calliope von Zarovich. And that is in the town of Creep.
As in Strahd von Zarovich's niece?
Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
You see why I am not going to be going and retrieving the item.
3,000 seems a little light all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I can go as high as 5.
Now we're talking.
That sounds much, much better.
I think I'd be agreeable. You two?
Retrieving.
Within her home, I have been told that there is a room where she keeps a majority of the goods that she collects. It should be on a pedestal in the middle of that room.
Anything else we take, we don't have to give to you, though. I get to keep it all.
That
Well,
is correct, but I would not recommend stealing from this woman. She is incredibly powerful.
You don't recommend stealing from this woman. You send us to steal from this woman. This seems confusing.
I don't recommend stealing more from this woman.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, you are getting paid for this item. You're not getting paid for the others. We come to an agreement?
I'm still agreeable.
Tom nods his head.
All right.
And then, when you have retrieved it, meet me back here, and I will give you your payment.
Excellent.
So he reaches into his pocket, pulls out some money points, puts them down on the table. Your travels. I'll see you when you are back. He stands and leaves the establishment. So, you guys have just gotten your mission. As he had said, you are to travel to the town of Creep in the northwestern part of the country. Now, this is going to be about a week's worth of travel, which most of which is going to be rather uneventful, and we can skip over. There will be some things that happen along your journeys that we will get to. Is there anything that you guys would like to do before you set out?
Tom would like to pick up some rations and stuff. And maybe a book for along the way. Somewhere we can write notes and stuff in.
I think Sly's all ready to go.
Mist, is there anything you're doing?
Travel light. I'm good.
Fair enough. Yeah, so Tom, you are able to pick up some rations. Larry also sends you with some food along the way. You stop by the library, and no, nothing real big happens. I would though like everybody to roll wisdom for me.
I got a 70, which I don't remember what my wisdom was. So give me a second.
Is 50, so that passes.
Woohoo!
I have an 87, which passes.
87 passes.
Okay, I rolled a 55.
Passes.
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys get ready to leave this portion of the kingdom, you do notice rather quickly that someone is tailing you.
Yeah, Sly doesn't like that.
But what do we want to do about it is the question.
So, I'm sorry.
Killing
Kind of,
us?
kind of set the scene a little better for us. What all is going on exactly?
So like I said, you guys are getting ready to leave. More than likely, you have gotten your carriage. And as you've been doing these things, kind of getting ready to head out of the city towards Creep, um, you have noticed the same person just kind of popping up over and over and over again. Um, and so this person, they have like short black hair and are wearing like dark clothes and a cloak that they usually have been keeping like up over their head.
All right. Well, Sly is uh he's gonna try to blend in somewhere and then go unnoticeable and let
Okay.
the other two signal the other two to keep going. Um, and see if I can catch this guy unawares.
So are you doing this just like as you're packing your carriage on the way, or are you doing this like telling them to go forward with the carriage?
That's a good. I think I'd tell him to go forward with the carriage, right? And make it look like I go in the carriage and then sneak back out the other side.
Yeah. Let's do agility for that.
Awesome. Okay, so I only need a 26. I can do that, right? Oh no! Oh, crit! 95.
Holy cow! Oh, amazing. Give you improved unnoticeable for that one. And we're gonna say that now 5 times a day you have advantage on stealth rolls.
Nice.
Okay. So this person does not notice you. However, you watching them, they get a horse and they are following after the carriage at a rather reasonable distance. It would seem as if they just were leaving town at the same time as you. I do not notice them repeatedly in the times that you were getting ready to leave.
Okay. Um. All right. I'm gonna follow after him, and I'm a fox, so I'm pretty fast, right?
Hmm.
And I'm gonna get up close enough that I can do my illusion,
Hmm.
and I am gonna make an auditory illusion that whispers, "Hey, I don't appreciate being tailed. Look behind you." And when he turns around, I'm about 20 feet behind him with a bow, pointing it straight at him.
Okay, so you do this, and this person swings around to look at you. Um, you're gonna. Okay, horse does not spook. Um, this person swings around to look at you. Their hood falls off. It is actually a girl, and she seems very surprised. She's like, "Uh, hi."
So, like I said, why the tail?
I no was told to.
Hmm. So I'm gonna whistle really loudly. You know that two finger, the cool whistle that other
Hmm.
people can do and I can't. Could the carriage, could the carriage hear that when I do that? You think? Am I close enough that they'd hear the piercing whistle?
Yeah, they'll hear that.
Okay. So, and I think you two would know that that's kind of my signal, right? The like, hey. And I'm gonna slowly approach this woman.
I don't want any trouble. I promise. I was just following orders,
Well, your orders brought you trouble.
and I'll be done with my orders. I promise.
Orders from whom?
Honey, say?
I'm sorry. One more time.
I can't say.
Mm. So you want trouble then?
No. I promise. I don't want any trouble.
Okay, so I start putting away my bow, put the arrow in, I pull out a dagger.
Okay. Look, I didn't want to do this, but and roll against me on the 100 real quick.
Okay. Oh, I need bigger space to roll. Oh my god! 97. I'm keeping these dice. These dice are hot.
My dude. So she raises up her hand to cast, and as the magic comes out, you are able to take an action against it. You don't know what she is casting at this time.
Okay. I'm gonna create chaos.
Yes. Okay, let's see it.
Okay, so I'm willing a chaotic event to happen through narration. So what does my create chaos? In my eyes, it makes her magic go wild. Okay, but that's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. This will make her magic go wild. So she goes to cast on you. Is there anything specific you want to happen with this?
I mean, I want her to turn into a potted plant, but that's just me personally.
Okay, let's see. If it's above a 70. If it is above a 70, she will turn into a potted plant. And that is a 44. So she doesn't turn into a potted plant, but as that happens, you will this chaos. And all of a sudden, just like vines start growing up around her. And she's like freaking out, trying to get them off. She ends up falling off of her horse. And sure enough, her horse is spooked and bolts off. As that happens, a little ferret jumps off and runs over to her. It's a pure white ferret. And now at this point, Mist and Tom, you guys have turned around, having heard that whistle, and are approaching. You see her fall off her horse. Horse run off. Little white ferret jump. What are you guys doing as this happens?
Well, having heard the
Tom takes.
whistle. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go. I'm gonna just steal something. It's fine.
No, that's fine because that sounds awesome. Mist is just going to step out of the carriage when it stops at the whistle and just watch what's happening. Oh, he's at it again.
Tom is just pulling out his pocket watch, annoyed that he's causing chaos again. So we have places to be. And as is going to slowly approach as the chaos is happening and try to just pickpocket something from her.
Okay. Well, she's on the ground. She's thrashing about trying to get these off as you approach. She also attempts to kick you. Let's have you roll agility for that.
49 for me. That's a pass.
So she does not successfully kick you, but you are not able to get anything off of her at this time. She's like, "Let me go!"
So I say, look, I didn't want to have to do this, but I
you
get really close with the dagger. Like, the stabbing will begin shortly.
Like, no. I don't need to be stabbed. I promise I'm not doing anything real bad.
Who? Give me name or stabbing begins.
Calliope.
Looks like the jig is up. Those were coming. We haven't even left.
He told me to keep an eye on them. She nods to Tom. That one.
I'm just a traveling merchant. Do things.
Look, she told me to just keep an eye on you. That's what I was doing. Look, Lumi and I really need to be going. I promise I'm done with the tailing you. Now, if you would please politely remove your knife from my neck, that'd be really appreciated. Asking real nicely right now.
I asked real nicely. Someone tried to cast a spell on me.
I feel like we can put that behind us, don't you?
So I lunge forward, looking like I'm going to stab the shit out of her. But then I cut the vines. Hopefully she's wet herself at this point.
Yeah, so she scrambles up, grabs her ferret, and bolts.
Tom, care to explain?
I mean, I'm in the city for less than proper business dealings. I'm part of my family's business.
Mm-hmm.
It's people don't like what I do for a living. I sell clothing and fabrics, but underneath there's not always clothing and fabrics for each barrel that it's being sold in. It's not my fault. I do the accounting part.
Very believable. Well, no harm,
I
no
mean,
foul.
if you want some of the good stuff, we can work it out later. But I'm still going to charge you for it because that's business.
Business is business. People is people. Come. I put my dagger
you and your
away.
people opener.
And I head to the carriage, whistling as I do. Some might recognize the tune as Soldier Poet King.
A song that is very familiar to the people throughout Orem. Now that song, it was indeed the revolutionary, like, hoorah, that was sung frequently by the people as that was going on no more than a few years ago. Like I said, it's only been 3 years since Queen Orkisa has taken power. So as you travel along, you are stopping in a variety of cities. Is there anything that you guys are looking out for as you do this?
I don't know about anything in particular, no. I'm watching
I
for
mean,
another tail.
You running late.
What did Abstract say?
I said I'm watching for another tail.
Another tail. And then, Rubinsky, what did you say?
Tom, you're just running us late even more. You don't just let them tail us for a bit. You put us 15 minutes behind schedule already. We gotta go take whatever this is. We need to make the money. It's business.
And Kara?
Making notes. This time, it caused vines. How fascinating.
I love it.
I don't understand the randomness behind this magic, but it's very intriguing.
Alrighty. So, for the rest of your journey that day, nothing of interest happens. You don't notice anyone, aren't followed, aren't attacked. Things are typically good. So you end up in a town. It is getting late. This town is called Votis. Now, Votis is actually where Tom grew up. Wow, magical. Not like the DM planned this at all. um, and so, are you guys wanting to spend the night here or continue on with your travels?
Grew up, which I don't know your world yet. Grew up in the when I was a kid or when I was adopted.
When you were like a child. So this is the town that you initially like lived in. This is where you met your adoptive mother, who then moved you out east.
Do you guys want a good place to stay? I don't really want to deal with family, but it's comfortable beds. They're somewhat well off. We'll be safe for the night.
Comfort's always good on a long road.
If you know this place
One
well, I'll
moment.
trust your judgment.
I mean, I know it well, but something happened between me and the mayor way back when. Hopefully, he's still not mayor. But as long as we don't run into him, we'll be fine. I don't see any problems happening.
Right as you say that, you're Thomas.
I'm just gonna be high.
I told you to get out and never come back.
Friend of yours, Tom?
And
He's the mayor. Well, you see, he's the one that set me up with the license to sell what I would sell. Um, I may have stolen his official stamp while I was at it.
stolen
He
my
doesn't really like
official
me
stamp,
anymore.
and what else?
I'm sorry, that golden statue and painting of you were a little much for the mayor's office. I had to take it.
I thought
I
they
could
were
just
tasteful. And my wife?
that one was an accident. It's not my fault.
How do you
Oh.
accidentally turn a woman into a cat?
I take off my gloves. Well, you see, it was these gloves. Um, there's something special about them. I'm just gonna slap him with them at the same time as saying that.
Amazing. And you slap him and he's like, I recommend you leave town immediately before I have your head.
Just one night, Mr. Mayor. It's fine. I'll make it worth your time. I'll give you 3%. No one will have to know anything. I'm traveling through town.
Roll charm for me.
I do have Master of None, so even 91.
Ooh, nice.
91. Okay, so that does indeed work. So he sits there for a minute. He stares at you. Fine. One night. That's it. And then you leave my city and don't come back for real this time.
With or without something. I'll leave. I can't promise I won't come back, though. I'll try not to come back. If that works for you.
Does not work for me.
This guy's pretty lippy, Tom. How well liked is he in this town?
He's like a seatbelt for a carriage. Like no one wants him there. but yet he's there. But he's the only one that wants to do the job.
Hmm. All right, I make an illusion directly in front of this guy's face of his own severed head.
I'm sorry, what? You cut out just for the minute. All I heard was severed head.
Yeah, I make an illusion directly in front of his face of his own severed head.
Okay.
I don't like this way the guy talking to my friend. It's not cool.
Yeah, for that, roll charm. See if it scares him.
Okay. 72.
I'm just going to try to pocket him at the same time.
Agility.
39, which is a pass for me.
That is a pass. Okay, so sure enough, this guy is horrified by seeing his own severed head appear directly in front of his face. He stumbles back. As he does that, Tom, you are able to pull from him, let's see, his stamp of approval that he was keeping in his pocket.
For safekeeping.
He keeps it on himself now so that people like Tom do not steal from him. However, so he falls back into like a puddle of mud. He looks up. He's like, "Why you?" Ah!
I think
storms off.
Okay, that's fine then. On his way out, I make another illusion of a bunch of like hisses and boos, you know, like. Let me roll.
He continues to storm off and off.
Oh, I only rolled a 20 that time, so maybe it sounded a little distorted and weird. It's still a pass. But...
Yes. Yeah.
Mist or Siler, do either of you want anything before I just leave this on the ground before on our way out? You guys want like any official positions?
You know,
we got to use the stamp. We're not going to approve of this.
I have these documents.
Do you need them stamped? They should probably be stamped, if we're being real about it.
I think they should be stamped. So seriously, I put documents in my inventory just to put something else. I had no idea.
So these documents, they're just a variety of things that you've stolen from one of like the what's the word? Not post office, not city hall. It's like
I get you. Some government function of one another.
Yes, a government. You have stolen from a government building. We're just gonna say that.
Well, now they're approved documents.
Yeah,
hope they weren't anything problematic.
They are all approved. One of them is like a license to fish. Another one is like a building permit. A third one is a marriage license. So now you have they're not filled out. They're not filled out, but they have been approved by the mayor of Votan.
The next time I get a chance, I am going to just scribble on them, right? So it's completely illegible, but it looks like they're filled out.
Would you like to borrow a pen?
Indeed. This is working out way too well. Like, it's kind of scary.
Alright, so you guys are able to get that done. Sly, you now have the ability to fish on the main river in town. You have been approved for your building permit for whatever you're building. And you're now married to Congratulations!
I took their last name too, so now I'm Mister.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you guys, Mr. Alrighty. So Tom, where do you want to hole everyone up for the night?
We're gonna crash my parents' house. It's like on the outskirts of town,
Okay.
where we can wash all the clothes and stuff.
Okay.
Not like a full mansion, but large house on a couple acres of land, trees and hunting area.
Reminder though, this is not where your parents live currently, though. They moved from the city out west.
So we'll go to my old house. What can go wrong? We'll just pick our. I have keys to the place, and I just pull out my lockpick set.
Amazing. We're due on the way to Tom's old house, which he still has the keys to.
What is this town known for?
Yeah, so this is primarily a mining town. It's a lot more technologically advanced than a lot of the other towns nearby. You guys see some automatons walking about, which is something that, for the most part, like you don't see anywhere else. Every once in a while, you run into one or two automatons elsewhere. So far, you have seen like 5 or 6 walking about this place. There are a lot of shops that have interesting technology that you can't find anywhere else. And you also pass a gunsmith.
A gunsmith,
Oh,
you
no.
say?
Indeed, I do.
I am going to go have a word with this gunsmith.
Okay. So you walk in, and there's someone sitting there. They're like putting some stuff together, and they look up. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you cut out on mine. You say that one more time. I'm sorry.
So they're like messing with stuff, and they look up, and they like look back down. You're still standing there. They look around. Yeah.
Interested in purchasing a firearm.
Got those.
What would you recommend? Used to a bow and arrow.
Um,
I want range.
Something that goes boom.
I can tell you are gifted the gift of gab.
Yep.
Well then, I put 1,000 money points down.
Yeah, right. He brings you a just like nice little what's it called? Why can't I think of words today? It's the one that revolver. Nice little revolver. Pulls out a box of ammo for you. It's like put those in there.
I do that then. Like right there. I put a bullet in and fire it.
What are you firing at?
um, is there? I don't want to shoot out a window. I'm gonna shoot it like towards the ground, but at a slant, right? Like not like right next to me.
Hmm.
So like the corner of the room where the walls meet the floor, right?
Hmm. He doesn't even flinch. He's like, you're not the first person to do that.
Well, when you say it like that, you made it sound like you wanted me to do it now.
Fair enough.
I like it. Thank you.
Yep.
Tom walks in behind him. Uh,
Oh
Do you sell
no!
guns
What
here?
have I done?
You put a gun shop in your game?
I think that
Do you sell
existed for
guns
the
here?
only place. Yep.
Okay, I'll take a dagger then. I just need a small one. A bayonet even. Like it goes on the it's pokey.
He like reaches back. He's like, bayonet. Hands it to you. 200.
Done. Takes it.
He like looks between you guys. It.
All right. I go to walk out, but as I do, I use my illusion again to make it sound like a whole bunch of people are talking really fast.
Okay. Let's see. Roll charm for that one. We're just gonna make a charm that roll.
30. So a pass, but not a great one.
Okay. It's like weird. Goes back to fixing this stuff. Missed anything you want to do?
I'm following those automatons and just. All right, this one appears to be. I'm like making notes on where they're going, of how they're moving, and just this is yes, study.
All of a sudden, right next to you. Hello, my name is Help.
Help. That's a good name. If she sticks out a paw to shake.
How can I help you today?
Tell me about yourself, Help. What is your purpose?
My purpose is to help those around me. When someone is in need, they often cry out my name.
How do you assist them?
In any way I can. He reaches over and he holds up like a medical kit. He's like, this is one of my skills. I am a trained medical combatant. Puts it away.
Fascinating. Do you work for the city or are you privately managed?
I am privately managed. That's a very good question. I can answer many of your questions about the city here.
So your owner, employer, just has you walking around helping people just out of the good of their heart?
Oh no, I ran away a long time ago.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I do this out of my own volition. Free will is very nice.
Interesting. How many others are there of you with free will?
I'm not sure. I have only known 6 of us to have free will.
Making notes. There appears to be a small contingent of automatons that are in control of themselves. Must pay attention to see if I find any more.
Is there anything else I can help you with today?
I don't actually need anything. This is just fascinating.
Of course. If you need anything, call my name. Help!
I will remember
And they
this.
walk off.
So bravo, yeah.
Excellent.
Alrighty. You guys meet back up. You two, after Sly, you get your dagger. Or no, Sly, you get your gun. Tom, you get your bayonet. And Mist, you got your information on some of the automatons. Alrighty, you guys heading off to Tom's old house?
I'm a little confused about this plan, but I will go with it.
We just need a comfy bed for the night. And some free stuff to take on our way out.
What if there are other people there?
I'm a very charismatic person. I'm a business salesman. I'll be
Okay.
fine.
Ooh, beats sleeping in a haystack. Okay.
All right, so you guys head off, and then you arrive at Tom's old home. It is there are lights inside, people moving around, so it is inhabited currently. Um, but for the most part, it seems like the estate has been like turned down for the night. Only a few rooms are actually lit up. For the most part, it is dark. What are you guys doing as you approach?
I'm going to take them around back to the guest house. Uh, Hopefully, there's no one there. We're not trying to wake the owners, but the guests are always guests. We just complain that they're the wrong person, and we're actually the guests, and convince them to leave.
Yeah, roll intelligence for me real quick.
80 even.
80, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So it does seem like there is someone currently inside. Like as you are passing the window, you catch a glimpse of like an oil lamp turned almost off.
And there's extra beds there. We'll be fine. Nothing to worry about.
Alrighty. So you picking the lock to get in there?
Yeah.
Okay, roll agility for me.
73.
Okay, so you do indeed get this lock open. Okay. What are you guys doing as you enter?
I think
Well,
Sly's just gesturing for Tom. Like, this is your show.
understanding the nature of this situation, Mist is going to be very quiet.
Fair enough.
I'm going to take them like just upstairs and down the hallway to the end to the bedrooms that are unused, or the ones that I think are unused.
Okay.
And pointing down the hallway, these are where the bathrooms are. Over there, don't go in that room. No one knows what happened in that room. But way back when something happened. You go in it if you want, but I don't recommend it. That's on you.
All right. Um. So here, I'll just roll for that. Okay. So you guys, are you going into one room or separate rooms?
Don't care.
I guess how many rooms are there?
Um, in this portion of the house, there would be 4. And there are 2 downstairs.
Well, me figuring Tom knows what he's talking about, I think I'm going to go to my own room, a separate room.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all are
Sure.
going into separate rooms?
Sounds good to me.
Um, so, uh, Tom and Sly, you guys go into your rooms, and there's no one there. Mist, you open the door to your room, and you see a small child sitting up in bed, eyes wide open. Are you a tiger?
Close. Snow leopard.
Wow. Why are you in my house?
Uh, wrong door. Sorry. Just walks back out again.
Bye bye, kitty cat. And then, Mom! There's a kitty cat in my room. It's talking to me. Mom! And you guys
Uh-oh.
hear wrestling downstairs.
Oh, good. I don't think this worked. Team?
Yeah, I think Sly would have definitely come back out of his room hearing that. And
Is there another way out, Tom?
I mean, there's the shed. I've
I
only
just
set
have to
up
get
there with
out
all
of
the things
here.
I've stolen. Oh, out of here? Yeah, there's this like lattice thing we can climb down on the outside. Just come out through the window here.
Hey, everyone, I would like you to roll agility for me.
57.
Passes?
28, which is
Perfect.
a pass for me, just barely.
82.
And then
And
your
I get
pass
to add
is-
15 to that because of being a cat-like agility. Yeah.
That's true. So that passes for all of you guys, and you guys like manage to get in the room, out the window, and down. Right as you see, like in one of the nearby windows, the child's room, the lamp turn up, and you hear, "No, no, it was really a real kitty cat. He said, I'm a snow leopard. No, it was real. I promise.
So just because I can't resist it, I make an illusion
I do
of
it.
a slightly different child yelling from downstairs. Saying the same thing. Ma!
And then downstairs you see a lantern turn on and someone shuffling around and like looking. You assume this is the child's father.
I was going to say you should make a cat meow somewhere, but that's even better. I like that.
Alrighty. So,
So I think
So, like-
Sly's kind of fixing his tie and his cuffs, and he's, Tom, maybe there's a hotel in town, you think? I'll pay. How about that?
Oh, I know a guy. It's fine. We can just go to the hotel.
oh my gosh.
So I need to understand, was the purpose of this simply to save the money? Was it to see what happened, or both?
Yes.
Makes a note.
Amazing. Alrighty, so you guys are headed to the tavern. Kara, can you please give me your favorite animal?
Well, it's a cat, but if you'd like me to pick something else, I can.
No, let's go with it. A cat. Rubinsky, favorite color, please.
Purple.
And abstract, a descriptive word.
Large.
The large purple cat is the tavern that, or the inn that you are staying in that night.
Nice.
So you guys walk on in, and Rubinsky, you said that you were using your "Hey, I know a guy" skill for this.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk in, and at the front desk, someone's writing something down. They look up and they're like, "Thomas, it's lovely to see you again. What did you
It
steal
is.
from me?"
I didn't steal anything yet. I've gone sober. The last time we hung out, it was just too much.
Mhm.
We don't need to talk about that, but that was a long Wednesday night.
Yes.
No, maybe it was
And
Saturday.
You have my mother's handkerchief?
I have a stamp of approval if you're willing to forego your mother's handkerchief. And we'll call it even.
Okay, there are some documents that I need approved, and they like shuffle in and they hand like a stack of papers. She's like, I assume that you are wanting me to put you up for the night. Otherwise, I don't
Yes.
think you would be here.
Me and my lovely friends.
And
This
she
is
looks at the
Miss.
other
This
two.
is Sly.
And how exactly did he rope you into whatever it is he's doing?
You got us all wrong. We roped him.
That's concerning. What are you guys up to then?
We're exploring the town. I figured I'd visit my hometown, but the mayor didn't like me, so we're just out in the morning, and then we're
Thomas,
off
I know you
to
better than that.
fine, just stealing things.
That's what I
Someone's
thought.
paying. Someone's paying me to steal things. I don't even know what we're stealing. We're just stealing from someone I don't even remember the name of. But apparently, we're
Well,
not meant to steal from them. But it's fun.
I am none the wiser. And she hands you guys a key. Room 111.
I pay whatever I got it covered.
Okay.
I throw some money down even
She,
if he doesn't ask us for money.
yes, she does accept that. Okay. So you guys sleep for the night. Everything is wonderful and beautiful. Great night's sleep. And wake up in the next morning. Anything you want to do before you leave town?
Tom?
Feeling the sooner we leave, the better.
Is this because of me? Like, what did I do this time? I've been on good behavior too.
I mean, if that child keeps talking about a giant talking snow leopard cat, I'm not exactly going to blend in.
This is a mining town. All the fumes are to their head.
Uh,
Okay.
mhm.
Guys heading out?
I believe so.
So off you go, back on the road. Again, rather uneventful journey, and you make it to the city of Creep. Now, it is the fall here within the kingdom, and during this time, the city of Creep really blossoms, and they spend months getting ready for their fall harvest festival, also a Hallows Eve sort of festival. So all about the town are decorations in fall colors. They have your typical candy skulls, or sugar skulls. Sorry. Um, they have a lot of those. They have monuments to their past loved ones. Um, they have just some people really like to go into the spooky kind of vibes, and so they have fake skeletons and spiders and things about their house. Very much your kind of Halloween town vibes. Um, and again, this is the time when the town really flourishes, and so there are a lot of people kind of bustling about right now. The city has a lot more visitors and tourists than they normally would. So as you enter town, what are you guys going to do to figure out exactly where you need to be, kind of gather intel, that sort of a thing?
Are people wearing costumes then, being that it's this festival?
Currently, no. It is not the night of the
Okay.
festival,
It's just leading
but
up to
there
it.
are yes, there are general festivities and things that happen leading up to that event. Now, the event you would be sort of familiar with. It is not something that any of you guys have ever attended, but it is a night where the mortal plane and the astral plane connect, and you are actually able to visit your past loved ones and see them. They come and they have fun and have a wonderful, merry night where they are able to meet and be with you once again. It is very common for people to come here from all across the country, but it is not something that you guys have ever gone to do.
Okay, so is the town like bursting at the seams with tourists and stuff then? Like is it
Yes, yeah.
crowded?
Nice.
Okay, yeah, that makes it easy. So, I'm sorry, I forget her first name. Von Zarovich. What was her first name?
IP.
Calliope. Yeah, yeah. Um, do I know anything specific other than that she is Strahd's niece?
Um, let's see. Let's take a look at your character sheet, see if you would know anything. Nope. Wouldn't know anything other than that she is Strahd's niece.
Okay.
And that she's a very powerful woman. Everyone throughout the country does know that she's very powerful. You say the name Calliope and people are like,
Well, and the woman that was tailing us on behalf of Calliope, correct?
indeed she was.
Huh. Okay. Um, well, I think we go to a local tavern and just start asking initial questions. Um, does that seem something you two or do we want to just like stalk the town? Because I'm totally up for that too. I'll just create some chaos.
Anywhere populated is good for me. As long as I get a chance at picking someone's pockets.
You can absolutely pick anyone's pockets right now. You're basically bumping into people as you stand there.
We'll just grab something from the nearest person. Hopefully they're not
Hey, roll
important.
agility for me.
That is a 75.
25. That does indeed pass. So you reach out into someone's pocket, and you pull out one of those like tie around masks.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Do you all want to go to a ball? I mean, I got this mask.
Fun fact: there is actually supposed to be a ball in about 2 months in the capital.
Mm. A masquerade
I'll
ball?
probably be in prison by then.
Oh, Sir Mister. Hello.
Okay. It happens.
Hmm. Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna go into a tavern and then I'm just gonna play tourist and we go in there like, man, what's up with this Calliope woman I've heard about? Like everybody's so terrified of this woman. What's going on? And just see what people say to me about it.
Are the you other two following?
Sounds good to me. I'm a legitimate tourist.
So you start going off about Calliope, and like 7 people's heads snap in your direction when you say her name, and someone's like, Calliope? Why are you talking about Calliope?
I'm in town and I heard just where everybody knows the
Yeah,
name.
yeah. Hey, nobody talks about Calliope around here.
What, even in
You
the
know,
own town she lives in, you're afraid
we.
of her?
Of course we're afraid of her. Dude, have you seen the kind of things that she does?
Well, no.
Like, I saw her explode a guy's head one time. Just by, like... You ain't heard the stories?
Well, we're new in town. Do you have more?
Are you new to the goddamn world?
No.
Okay, then you should know about Calliope. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to talk about it. I'm eating my breakfast. Like 5 p.m. They turn back and continue eating.
Night shift. Gotcha. I don't think that worked.
No, it wasn't very
And
helpful.
people like turn away from you as he does, and they're just avoiding eye contact.
Hmm.
May not have been the best strategy. I
This
try
is
to find someone really drunk. Like someone super drunk.
okay. Find this pink tiefling. She's sitting in the corner. She's like, "Hey, what you doing? Hi." Like
Alright.
really nice.
So yeah, I order 2 drinks,
Hmm.
come and sit next to her, and
Hi, are we best friends? Are we like the best buddies? Hi.
we totally are. Okay,
Oh my
just
gosh.
I know.
Oh, what's your name? I forgot it. Oops.
I'm Sly. Sly.
Hi, I'm Tyrone. It's nice to meet you.
Well,
Hi.
we already met, but it's okay. Okay, so
Oh my goodness, I forgot. Drunk.
look, I
What?
heard the craziest thing. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I heard that Calliope,
Mm.
and I get in real close. And I'm like, I heard that Calliope lives in this city. Is that
Oh
true?
my god. Yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend.
What?
She's my ex-girlfriend. You can't tell nobody else. Shh.
Okay, okay.
You
Well,
guys.
like,
Shh.
what was that like though? That had to
Oh my
be
god.
like
She's
scary.
like she's like so pretty. Did you know that? Like she's like the most pretty ever in the whole world. And then, but like she's not even to be nice, you know? Like,
Like for
come
real.
on.
Just completely for
Like
real.
for
You're
real, for real. And
not even fucking with
not
me.
even. Not even. No. Like
So
not
like
even to be nice to me. And all I said was like, don't do that. And she did it.
mm, rich people.
And
Jesus.
I miss her so much. And she just falls down sobbing.
Oh god. So no, I put my hand on her shoulder and I'm like, you know what? You're too good for that bitch.
Yeah,
It
I'm
was
too good. I'm too really good.
exactly.
I'm like really great, you know? And she doesn't even know it. Doesn't even need to know. I'm good. Don't even need to know it.
Well, look,
It's
look,
like
look, look, look.
so
I
cool.
got a great
Yeah,
idea. Okay,
yeah.
so
Let's get back.
what if we, what if we played this cool prank on Calliope, right?
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
love to get into prank her. And
yeah,
she's like, put a gum in her hair.
I love it. I love it. So wait.
She likes her hair, and she's like, also, it's so pretty, and putting into gum in her hair.
So look. Where if I wanted to do that, right? If I'm gonna
Yeah,
do that for you, but you
you're
gotta
my
tell me.
best friend.
I know you're awesome. But you gotta tell me, right? Where Calliope's at?
There, that way. No, it's that way.
Uh,
No, no, it's.
oh God.
Where
Serious
are
people.
we?
Ah.
Where are we? Because I don't even know it.
Do I know where we're at? I don't. I don't know enough about the town.
Ish.
I'm just guiding.
Yeah, you would know the street name.
Okay. All right. So I start like telling her that and trying to get like, you know what, like direction. Like, is it north? Is it south? Is it?
East and west. Yeah, it's east and then west.
Ugh. All right. I just get up and walk away.
Goodbye, my best friend. Actually, hold on. I know where she is.
Yeah.
I remembered it.
Okay.
If you go down this street and then you take the third left, then you go down 1 block, take a right, continue going for a quarter of a mile, and the house, the red roof, and then you take a left there. That's going to be her mansion. But here's the thing: you want to take the servants' entrance, because the front entrance they're gonna know. There's charms on it.
So I give her a high five. I put my hand out.
Yay!
We high five. I give her a big
You
hug.
do not high five. She
We
just
almost
completely misses.
Nice. So then
That
I give
was.
her the drunken hug, and
Oh
I
my
like
god,
whisper in
the
her
best
ear,
part.
"Remember, you're better than that."
I'm better than her. What's your name?
Sly.
Cameron. Okay. I renamed you Cameron.
Sure. Uh, so now I go up to the bartender and tell him no more drinks for that woman. She's good.
I haven't served her.
That's a good call. And then I go find my friends and I tell them how now I have exacting directions to Calliope's mansion.
Okay. You have your directions. What are you guys gonna do with this information? You're gonna try to gather some more, kind of get intel on what you might be facing. You guys gonna go suss out the place. As the GM, I would not recommend trying to break in right now. Consider your guys' plan.
Breaking into a house in the middle of the day, usually a bad plan.
Normally, yeah.
I
I've
know.
No
already
one
did
would
it
be
once,
expecting
but
it.
yeah.
See?
Mhm.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
It might be good to observe the house for a bit. Maybe we could wait for a time when she leaves or when there's less activity or night or something.
Mm-hmm. So hey, everybody, if you guys don't mind, I would like to take a quick, like, 5 minute break right here,
Yep.
so that I can use the
Absolutely.
restroom and get something to drink. And
That'd be great.
we will all deeply consider what our plans are going forward while we're gone, and then return with said plan. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so everybody watching the stream, thank you. We will be back in just a couple minutes here, but for now, the stream is gonna be on pause.
So you are all dead.
Oh no! That's a
Wait, what?
terrible thing to come back from.
Okay.
I can take it.
It is a one-shot character, but I don't want Sly to go out like that. Like, jeez, not like
Well,
this.
it's one shot. At the end of this, there are going to be a couple of plot threads for you guys to pull, which will have the ability for you to come back and play these characters if you so choose.
Nice.
But also, it'll be a nice, satisfying ending. Anyway. Okay, so I see stream is back up. Yes, we're all good to go.
Yep.
Alrighty. So let's get back to it. You guys were heading to Calliope's house, which you'd figured out from the drunk girl, little pink tiefling named Chiron. She had told you exactly where to find Calliope. And so you guys make your way through the city streets, dodging and weaving through people. And as you get closer and closer to her house, and this is also just generally the housing area of this city, you do notice that there are less and less people until you turn onto her street and it is completely empty. I almost set my shirt on fire. I need to stop playing with things.
Yikes.
And
If you set
I'm
your
glad
shirt
to
on
know
fire, I
I'm
am clipping that and putting it on my Twitch channel. So just
all right. Well, if you ask. So, you turn down her street, and there is nobody on it. You see this giant, extravagant mansion. All of the other houses on the street, they are like big and beautiful, very over the top, but this one is more so. You also notice that there is a gate around this house, which is not something that all of the other houses have, so this absolutely has to be her estate. Um, Out front, there are a couple people. They are like working on some of the garden. One of them is clipping the hedges. Another one is watering plants. Just kind of doing some general tasks as they go through the evening. What do you guys do as you begin to head down the street? Again, I would like to note that you are the only people on the street, other than the two in her front yard.
And it's daytime.
yeah, the like gate, the wall. What does it look like?
Oh, you cut out for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the gate, the wall. How does it look that surrounds the place? Is it like a wrought iron fence or is it an actual wall?
Yeah, so it is about like chest high for you guys. Well, for you and Mist, it is about chest high. For Tom, since he is 6'3", it is shorter than that on him. uh, and so it is like an actual like stone brick wall for the most part. And except for the gate that is made out of metal.
How close are the buildings to each other? How wide are
Um,
the streets and things?
yeah, so the buildings on either side of the street, I mean that would just be like kind of a normal street that we have in any sort of neighborhood. Um, it's like about average. As for like buildings next to each other on the same side, that's probably about 20-30 feet or so. Except for her house. Her house, there is a lot more room on either side. It is very singled out. It also sits back further than a lot of the other houses, and then you also can kind of see that there is more room beyond that as well.
The ones in the front yard, are they in any sort of uniforms or anything of that capacity?
Yes, they are both wearing all white clothing, the exact same outfit.
Is there
Would it
somewhere
be? Go ahead.
is there somewhere nearby that we feel we could observe the house unseen, or at least inconspicuously.
I was going to ask if there
Um,
was a likely looking roof nearby.
you could probably make your way to a roof. You would have to go in between a couple of the houses, in order to do that and not be seen, possibly even back behind them. And but you do still run a risk of them noticing you.
Uh, and there's houses nearby, right?
Yes. Yes,
Um,
this is a housing area. Hers is more singled off than all of the rest of them, but
mhm.
there are houses in the area. You guys
Are the
wanted. Go ahead.
are the beings that the helpers, are they both human or they're different species as well? Can we like
Yes,
use their outfits and stuff as a disguise, or just
they
know
are.
for cats?
They are both. They both look human. Yes. And upon closer look, you also notice that they are identical.
Oh,
Creepy.
so less likely on the being able to disguise ourselves as them. Okay.
I look good in white.
So I got an idea. Let's
Mhm.
we go to this house here, and I looked at one that's got windows, that we could observe from inside, right? And I'm like, I'd pull out these documents, officially stamped, and we tell them that we are building inspectors, or we feel that their house is out of code, and we just go and I'll make a big fuss and keep them busy as long as I can, and you two just observe the house for a while. And Tom, maybe you just sneak around. Nobody's gonna see you, right? You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm a 6'3" bobcat. No one's gonna notice me. I'll be fine.
No.
I put on that mask I pickpocketed from someone.
So you did say there's like a large grounds around it, though, right? Does this have like
Yes.
trees or garden or anything like that?
Yeah. So out front is like a lot of like garden stuff, like a big topiary bush, very extravagant. Um, and then towards the back, like beyond behind the house, you can see like a bunch of large trees.
Do any of those help us in any way? Have the skill of the earth? It's an advantage on
Um,
nature knowledge.
yeah. So and there are ways that you could use the environment in this situation to your advantage. Um, to give a couple ideas, you could hide in the trees. I mean, if you come up with something real creative, you can absolutely try it. I mean, that's what percent chance failure is all about. Is you can basically do whatever you want.
Yes.
Set the
Um,
trees on fire.
I
Just
like where
that's
you're
saying.
what you
going with
wanted to
this.
do.
I like it. Um, let's go with that. That's what we're gonna light the trees on fire, create a smoke screen.
Right. I just reiterate that it is
No, no, no.
daytime.
This is the distraction when the two of
Okay.
you are entering. We're not
Okay.
just going to.
So later.
Ro, let me ask you this: does Sly know about the Us? Like, I know you've said before that the Us is
Yes.
not super well known. Um,
So Sly would not know about the us, but Mist does.
Hmm. I
okay.
do. It's true.
With Sly not
Um,
knowing about it. I was gonna say maybe I was a rat inspector, and I'm like, do you know you got the us in your house?
I mean, Kara, you do know about. I would like to point to you to your character sheet. You have
Right.
knows the gods, which is a
Yes.
very important skill that you could use right now.
Yeah. That would.
That is an auto succeed on any action.
Mhm.
But keep in mind that you are going to be going into a very well enchanted
That's
house.
kind of why I wasn't using
Yeah.
it yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a resource
Um,
saver. That's me.
Do we know what kind of enchantment? Does it tell them who we are, or is it just keep out strangers kind of enchantment?
You would not know that. I mean, knowing kind
The
of just like the general vibes of Calliope, you can assume that it is more than just telling who you are, keep out strangers sort of a thing. More than likely, these are enchantments that if you enter the house uninvited, you are going to be cursed. These are enchantments that you could be coming across and having to roll your vitality as kind of like a constitution saving throw, that sort of a thing.
But at least if our source was reliable, which is questionable, but the servant store is not, so charmed.
As far as you know, correct.
So I am
Because
inclined to climb up on a roof and observe and just make notes, like when do people go in and out? Does she ever go in and out, or is she just there all the time? Like I want to do reconnaissance is what I want to do, but I know that my companions might not wait for that. So
No, I'm trying to
what
come
you
up
what,
can
what are
do
we
with
doing here?
reconnaissance.
I'm trying to come up with a good excuse for the house owners so we could just go onto someone's grounds and not have to worry about being seen is my kind of thing
Mhm.
that I was shooting for. Um
I can help you with that. I was just going to use the Noah guy later to get us out of town.
mhm.
Uh, does this town have like any form of Boy Scouts? Because of
Boy
a
Scout?
benefit and a benefit to like charisma, to charm. So, like, I'm thinking maybe just go in and see what's going on. Be invited inside.
You could attempt that, yes.
If she already sent someone to spy on us, she probably knows something about us.
Yeah, someone to spy
That
on
is a
you
very
in
good
particular,
point.
Tom.
I would say she probably knows who we are.
All right. Well,
Not
At least
already
who
knowing that
you
you have
are, Tom.
I think
Or
I am.
whichever one she was actually following. I don't remember.
Yeah,
it was Tom.
it was Tom. Um is there
Are
any
we able to,
like local pest that would be a problem, right? Like bees. We had problems with bees.
Cut out for me.
um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
You cut out for me. What do you say?
Bees. We had problems with bees. Are bees a problem? Because
You know what?
they are
Sure,
now.
sure. Yes. Bees have been a growing issue within the country. One can exactly put their finger on why, but bees are a problem.
Hmm.
is there an empty looking house? We
Um,
could just break in again.
that is true. You could attempt to break in. It seems at the moment as though all of the houses on the street are lived in. You aren't sure if people are actually there or not. Um, so you could try to find a house that nobody is in currently, um, given that many people are going to be still like out on the town with festivities.
But in this
'Cause
area,
even
we
though it lasts for a couple of months, all of the festivities do. People in the town are still inclined to like participate.
probably assume there'd still be like servants or something at houses, though, right? Even if these are like
Yes, a majority
mansions.
of the houses would likely have servants in them, but not all of them.
Okay. So, I mean, you guys stop me if you got something else, but what I'm thinking is we say that we're bee inspectors and we're trying to get rid of a nest that we know is in the area. It gives us an excuse to go up on the roof,
Mm-hmm.
an excuse to be around for a while, and You know, it makes us seem more official. And I'll just flash a document at him with an official seal right on there. Oh, my Discord keeps freezing up. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Is that what you guys are doing?
I like it.
Sure.
Um, any particular house that you are choosing to do this at?
The one with the best view of the house that we actually want to see.
Okay. So that is either the one across the street where you can kind of like see the happenings of like the front. You aren't going to be able to see the sides or the back, or one of the ones on the side. That one
I'd
you would
rather
be
see
able to
this.
see the side of the house and the back.
I'd rather see the side and back of the house. I want to know what
Okay.
the servant movement patterns are and all of that.
Okay. So the one with the servants' entrance, that is going to be the one when you are facing the house on the left. Okay. So you guys walk on up. You're knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Knock on the door. Someone opens up. Okay. Hello. How can I help you?
Oh, hello. We are here for something very concerning, and maybe you have noticed lately the imminent bee problem in the area.
Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on the bees. I have been dealing all month with these stupid little bees everywhere, everywhere. I go upstairs, there's bees. I go downstairs, there's bees. Owners of the house, they're all over about the bees. Oh, Karen, get the bees, get the bees. Insane.
Exactly what our concern is. So, we have come to inspect and remove any beehives that we can find in this.
Oh my goodness, right this way. And she like turns on her heel and marches through the house and upstairs.
Nice. Um, I follow, but I kind of signal the other two, like, you guys do what you need to do. I got this. Right? And then I follow her.
Okay. She heads up the stairs with you, and she turns around and she's like, the attic. There's a hive up there. I swear to you. I can like hear them crawling around at night. It's creepy. Terrifying, actually. I haven't gone up there in like a month. Now, off you go. I'm going to go find something else to do because I don't really like the whole bugs sort of situation.
Understandable, of course.
So she turns to head back downstairs.
Nice.
I mean, I'm assuming we came with you because I want a view from up high, and this is it right here.
Yeah, if they took us to the attic, yeah.
Oh God, we actually have to deal with bees. Ah.
So you guys heading up into the attic?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you get up there, and the moment like you open the hatch and pull it down, you just hear this kind of sound.
Of course, they would
like a loud buzzing.
No, not again.
I don't know if we're gonna get paid extra for this one either.
I don't think so. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, trying to think if I have anything that I can use to help get rid of these bees.
Are there any boxes or anything around? Like something that would be bigger than the nest?
You have not seen the nest yet. You would have to go up into the attic and see. There aren't any boxes like around below the attic, though. There might be some up top.
All right. Let's at least go see what we're facing.
One of you has a skill that might help with this.
Oh.
Tom's gonna put on his gloves and up the stairs to the attic, in search of like a box or something, or maybe ask. Can I ask below hand for like a crate from the old lady? She has
Yeah,
some version
yeah,
of
you
like
can
a.
absolutely do that.
Guess
So
I'm gonna.
you'll go back downstairs. She's in the kitchen doing something. She's like, you fix the bees?
Not quite. The other employees forgot the disposal unit. Do you just happen to have like an extra crate that we can use? That
I
we
think
can
I
have.
got a milk crate. Hold on. She turns around. She heads out back, and she returns a minute later with a milk crate. She's like, that's really the best I can do for you.
That's perfect. I'm gonna take the crate and head back upstairs.
Back upstairs you go with your milk crate.
Putting on my gloves, I'm gonna head into the attic.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to steal this the bee thing and put it inside the pickpocket, the nest, if I can see it, and put it into the crate.
Okay. Are you other two heading up as well behind him? Is head up into the attic. And once you get up there, you in fact see that this is just a massive horde of bees, like the size of a whole person. It is huge, and it's just sticking in one corner of the attic. It is vibrating, like you can feel it in your teeth. They are so loud.
Yeah, nope. I don't think this is worth it, guys.
So
Let the real
wait a
people do.
minute. Uh, so having watched the fantasy version of TikTok in your world, I know that if you just speak in a very calm, soothing manner and slowly move the hive, right? I've seen that woman. I know what she does.
Does
You
anyone
can
have
you can
anything that
sure
makes
attempt that.
smoke? Smoke would be good.
It would indeed be good in this instance.
Yeah, no, all of my stuff is fake stuff. Now I could use charging up my laser and just blast it, but I don't know that that's gonna.
The bees are not aggressive at this point.
Yeah,
Right.
Just so you know.
yeah.
Let's maybe we could try something to keep them from being aggressive or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, do
so
one of you
I'm
guys
like,
have
look,
a
look.
skill that would really help in this situation?
Does of the earth help me in this case? Growing up in the
There you
forested
go.
village.
Yes, it does. You'll
Ah,
have to describe exactly what you're doing, but you are going to get advantage on nature.
Sly, do you still smoke those cigars? We can we'll take all yours and just create a big cloud hotbox the entire attic.
Oh, I was saving these for a special occasion, but I guess I pull out, and they're the good ones that are in the little silver, like case, and like I hand them over.
I'm gonna break apart the crate and just like do the old school like with the wooden rods spinning it to create the fire on the crate, and then just toss in the cigars even though we didn't need them. We could have just done this
Okay,
with the crate.
yeah, that succeeds. So you have your little smoker now in right there. Um, let's see if the bees are gonna notice this. The bees do not do anything about this at this point. They're just kind of sitting there. So tell me exactly what you are doing now with your smoker.
Um, I'm gonna try to get within just barely in the 5 feet, so I have advantage. Uh, and I'm going to try to just knock it down into some level of a crate inside of the attic there after smoking
Okay.
them out.
Once again, this is larger than a person.
Oh,
So you can attempt that. It would be like a small portion of the bees that would get into your container, but that would work a little bit.
Well, even just smoking them, right, would be enough to probably get them to not attack us.
Are we able to see the queen bee
Possibly.
from there? Am I able to try to
You're
see
able
where
to
it
see
is,
the queen bee.
or a
Yeah,
good
so
guess
you'll get
using of the earth to get a guess on where the queen bee might be?
we're gonna go with wisdom for this, and you do get advantage on that.
One second. Drop the die. I have a 74.
74, it does indeed pass, and so you see what has to be the queen bee in this conglomeration. You see her only for a second, but it is a bee that is absolutely massive. You know, like normal bees are about this big, queen bees are about this big. This one, not that big. You see it for a second, kind of like the shifting, moving, like conglomeration of bees. It unveils her and then wraps her back up. You do know that she's in there. That has to be the queen bee, and something weird's going on.
How long do you guys need in this attic?
I
I
was
can
hoping
run.
to observe for a
If,
while, but you know,
are there any lakes nearby? Anything that would protect me from bee stings?
Yeah, there's a massive lake out on the northwestern part of Crete. That's a little ways away, probably like a mile and a half.
Um, do you think you guys can handle the situation without me if I try to steal the queen bee and run?
I think so.
I'm saying you get your.
I think we got it.
I have Master of None, so I can reroll if I fail a couple times. I'm gonna put my gloves on and just, I guess, try to pickpocket that queen bee.
Nice.
Okay, roll agility for me.
Please crit. Please crit on this.
94.
Oh, that's so close.
Oh my gosh! No, sure
I don't know if you-
enough. That's amazing! Oh my gosh! That's one off from a crit
Yeah,
too.
the highest you can get
Oh
without
my
critting.
wow.
I'm tempted to still give you an extra skill for that, honestly. I might. I'll think about it. Okay, so you reach into the beehive or the bee swarm, and like immediately you feel it because she's huge, and you grab her and pull her out. She's like, as you do that, the bees begin to crawl up your arm and onto you. What you doing at this point?
Hitting real quick down the stairs, but like quickly but slowly at the same time. We're gonna just leave so they have their attic.
You are going to need to make a strength check for me.
I think I passed that. I got a 41. That's just barely a pass.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll against you for this one. Yeah, so you go to pull back and you notice that the bees have a hold on your arm. You cannot move it. And they are continuing to like crawl up and over and around you. At this point, and they are continuing to move.
Uh,
I think I messed up. No, the problem is the advantage didn't help me with flick of wrist. Do I still have that smoker?
Yep.
Do you guys mind if I set this part of the attic on fire? It'll at
I
least,
don't.
it should open up the other houses, like fire in this timeline, this
I,
in medieval.
I think this
To
is
buy, like,
really
people
going
ever-
pretty far afield from what we wanted to do. Cool.
Real quick, Mist, during this time, are you just taking stock of what's happening?
I am watching that house knowing that this is going to end far sooner than I wanted it to. All right.
Okay, I will update you on everything that you see as soon as Tom's situation resolves itself.
So I'm gonna try to make an illusion of the queen bee, like as
Okay.
far
You
away
had this
from
the
the
whole
attic
time?
as I can. Well, I don't know if it's gonna work though, because bees, like, they have to like shake their booty to communicate with each other. I don't know.
Are they
Remember, I am an environmental scientist, and like the biology that happens in my world is very much based off of real biology.
Yeah,
So
that's what I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it.
this is gonna be real
are they
difficult.
sentient?
You don't know.
Oh no. 45.
45. Your harm is 25. Yeah, so that you create the queen bee away from them. They don't do anything. They continue to crawl up his arm.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, at this point, they have overtaken his shoulder.
Realizing how far this is going, I am going to use this divine boon. Gods,
No,
please
don't use
little
the
help
boom.
right
Don't
here.
do it.
This is
Save
ridiculous.
No, I can use other stuff. Don't use the boon yet.
Seems like a big deal, but okay.
Can
Yeah.
I use Hey I Know a Guy to bring in an actual beekeeper?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, now that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you remember? Wait a minute. I know a beekeeper in the city, and right at that moment, up the stairs climbs Tom, the beekeeper.
Tom,
He's
what's
another
your
cat
time?
man. He's another cat man. Looks very similar to Tom. He's like, "Hey, I know you."
I mean, we're twins.
Yeah.
We're,
Oh, Tom. Silly Tom. What'd you get yourself into today, pal?
I mean, I was playing with nature. Looking good. And then
Yeah,
I.
gets
It's
us
not
into
my
trouble
fault.
sometimes. Ah, that's all right. Here, move aside, move aside. And so he walks up. Okay. And he like reaches into the beehive as well. You feel like his hand on yours, and he like kind of pulls the queen bee out. He kind of moves over, and as that happens, the bees begin to travel back down your arm and away. At this point, he pulls the queen bee out, and he's like, "Isn't she beautiful? This is larger than queen bees are." Well, and so he just takes the queen bee and walks off. As that happens, the bees just like go through the cracks, and slowly you see this like giant mass kind of like shrink as they are like heading out through the cracks in the attic walls. Everything. So you've successfully taken care of the bee problem.
Yay!
Congratulations. All right. So during that time, go ahead. You're
You
gonna say
faded out.
something. Okay.
You just faded out, that's all.
Okay. So as I said, the bees like the wall, everything shrinks. And so during this time, Mist, you were able to watch everything that was going on through the like little window in the attic of Calliope's house. You saw the comings and goings of her servants, and you also noticed that all of them look identical. However, you did not see any more than 3 at the same time. You're almost certain that there are more just because of like how they were able, like how they were coming in and out. You would see one go in the front door right as another one came out the back door. You would see like one of them walk in carrying something and another one walk out carrying a completely different thing. That there would with the way physics works, traveling and doing things at that speed is impossible. So you are certain that there are more than 3, but you have only ever seen 3 at a time.
Okay.
You did not see Calliope enter or exit the house, but you were able to read their lips a little bit and have noted that she is currently within the grounds. Other than that, they're mostly just kind of doing their own thing. They all seem to have like a variety of different tasks. Some of them were working on the garden. Some of them were prepping for dinner. A couple of them had taken out laundry and put them on the line. And did you want to look for anything else in particular?
Ooh, that's a great question. I can't think of anything brilliant to have looked for, but that's a good amount of info.
Alrighty. So, with your newfound information that Calliope is within the grounds, that she has not entered or exited the house during this whole bee fiasco, what are you guys going to do? You have about 2 hours before sunset. And as far as you know, she does not plan on leaving before then.
After Tom the second left, did the owner come back up here of the house, the woman that we talked to, or are we?
She did not.
Okay. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I say for now we continue observation, um, and see if we see anything, you know, more helpful. Um, and then like before it gets dark, we'll leave and go convene somewhere else and talk about our plan, and then come back.
Stuff. I will be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say the same thing she always does whenever I say I'm going AFK and we have to commit arson. So I'm gonna spam.
I mean, I tried.
I'm gonna spam fire emojis in the chat.
Nice. Very funny.
So you know what part of my idea is for when we actually break into this is I'm just gonna use my cause chaos like 3 or 4 times in a row. I could do it 5 times in a day. So I'm just gonna stand out front and just be like chaos, chaos, chaos.
Nice.
And then you two could sneak in the back, right? And I got illusion magic that I can have all kinds of fun with. And then I'll just hide somewhere and charge up my laser.
I mean, okay. If that's how we want to go with it.
I just heard charted my laser. What are you guys planning?
Arson.
Yes.
Honestly, that tracks. Alrighty. Are you guys staying there for the remainder of the 2 hours before sunset?
I think pretty much, yeah.
Tom's gonna look for any form of comfort food in the attic. After this experience.
There is not any comfort food in the attic, but you do smell like an absolutely delectable meal from downstairs.
I bet you she'll feed you, Tom. She seemed like she liked you.
Probably. I'm gonna go down and ask her for a snack. We'll ask her for some. Bring up some food for everyone up here.
And she's like, "Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I give you guys a snack? Hold on. And so she goes over and she makes each of you a little plate. There's some chicken on it and some mashed potatoes, green beans, gravy. So she makes like a whole meal for each of you guys, and she has 3 plates like balanced on her arms, and she's like, "Here you go."
Gonna carry them up for everyone. Mm,
Nice.
Well, that was handy.
I mean, I have to eat my pain away. Those bees were scary.
That went better than the last one, though. We're getting better at this.
Yeah, why didn't you tell us last time? Your twin brother is a beekeeper, Tom.
I mean, he was. Yeah, I have no reason.
I mean,
I'd like to know, this is not Tom's twin brother. It is just another cat named Tom that looks identical to him.
And he lives here, and we weren't here. I mean, logically.
yeah, I guess that's true. You figure you'd know more when your own twin brother. I'm keeping going with it, bro, whether you say it or not. All right, yeah. So I think we continue to observe, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, I mean, things just stay kind of the same. Is there anything in particular you are looking out for in these next 2 hours?
I mean, the only thing I can think of is if she leaves, but it sounds like we're gonna try whether she leaves or not. So,
She is not that you see.
fair. That's fair.
We saw where the
Miss, do you have any?
servants' entrance is, though, while they were going in
Yes,
and out.
you are on the side of the servant's entrance.
Awesome.
Miss, do you have anything that would bring her out?
That's not really my wheelhouse. Let me see. Unless we want me to use my nose the gods, but I think I have to have an action to make that actually work out. I need to have an action that I need to succeed at. I can.
Yes, you can.
I'm
You
just.
can
I'm
get.
just
You can
yeah,
get creative with these actions, though.
yeah, I figured that. And we could try to think of something to use that. I can blink I can bamf, and I can fist fight really good. I'm good with language, and I'm good in the cold, and I'm very agile. That's me. I am a scholarly and martial monk. That is what I am.
Yeah, I could create some cool illusions, auditory illusions, and have some fun with that. But
Mhm.
um,
Could you could you project the voice of that ex-girlfriend
oh man, I
calling her
totally
out?
could. I totally could do that.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Making
How?
an utter scene. You know, I want you back.
Yeah.
Come out here and face me like a woman.
What kind of range do I have of my illusions, bro?
Um, I'll make you roll a wisdom,
Okay.
and if you pass that, you'll get pretty close. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. 32.
So that does not pass.
No.
So in trying to do that, you are really only able to get it about 10 feet. It's not very loud. Mostly only you guys can hear it. Of this drunk girl being like, "I want you back, and you don't even know how much, and it's all your fault, and I'm the better one for you."
I think I may need to be closer. Honestly, I think it's just I don't want to hear it again, so sometimes there's those things you got to do and you want to do it, but you don't really want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
Apparently, she doesn't like me, so I can go knock on the door if you want. Um, Consequences to me, I don't know, but you guys should have the distraction for the service entrance.
Yeah, but then we have to come back on a rescue mission for you, Tom.
And you're the thievy one. Well, technically you both are. But
Yeah, and honestly, if
We
someone's
can,
gonna be a distraction, it should probably be me. I could use the illusions for the distraction instead of myself.
okay.
anything we can go buy, we have 2 hours.
Yeah,
True.
you could go buy something in that time.
We already got the guns.
A
that
gun and a bayonet.
yeah, that would be a
Is
hell of a
there
distraction if I just opened fire.
Oh
is there a
no.
town drunk?
Town
I
drunk.
mean, we give them a
What do you
stamp of
mean?
approval saying she's evicted, and just paying enough money in a suit to go knock on the door.
You could indeed attempt that. There are lots of drunk people at the moment.
I gotta say, I love
I'm
that
sure
idea.
you could find someone. Is that what you guys are gonna go with?
I do really like that idea.
Sure.
Okay. So after we're gonna say an hour of sitting there watching, you guys decide that you are going to go try to find a drunk within the town who you're going to convince to evict Calliope.
We're not gonna mention the name Calliope when we tell him this story, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. So you guys make your way into town. You go into the same tavern as you were last time.
Yeah, I would think
Yes.
so.
You walk back in. That guy who was like, oh no, Calliope, she's so scary. He is drunk off his ass.
Oh
Like,
wait, her ex isn't
I
still
don't
here.
think it. No, her ex is not
Yeah.
here, but the
Okay.
guy, like,
Okay.
it's so good. Don't even. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I think that you need to know. I am very brave. The most brave.
No,
You know,
He,
no,
he
you're
looks at
not.
Missy's like,
I don't
you
believe
looking
it.
like a, you're gonna fighting type. You're gonna, he's like
oh,
gearing up to fight with
uh,
Miss.
can I pretend to fight him and let him win? Bolster
Sure,
that confidence?
absolutely, you can. He
I
goes
would
to
like
fight
to
with you. Like,
purposefully lose this fight.
it is hard to purposefully lose this fight. He is that bad. He's like, eh, eh. You're too good for me.
Darn. But you can still prove that you are the bravest. We have
I
this
can't.
perfect opportunity.
Oh, I can do it. What do I gotta do?
So there's this house, right? And the occupant is they've been a lot of trouble to the neighborhood.
Oh
Yeah, they've been just
yeah,
this absolute nuisance. You
yeah,
you
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
believe
yeah,
it.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And you know the bee
yeah.
problem everybody's been having?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
their
yeah,
fault.
yeah, yeah,
They're the ones that did
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like screaming now. Sitting there screaming his head off. People are like looking over as he's just. The bartender eventually is like, "Why? Why? Why?
Look, we got it. We got it. Like, come on, come on. We got.
Come on.
You're gonna be so happy that you met
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm feeling less and less bad about sending this guy in.
If it makes you feel any better, this is a stamp of approval from a different town.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna dig through my documents and hand him one of them. I really don't care. The like building permit one, maybe.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Be like, all
yeah,
right. Well, so what we need you to do is once it gets dark here, right?
yeah,
You're gonna go on a little walk with us,
yeah,
and we need you to go knock on a door and
yeah,
serve them these papers,
yeah,
and then talk to them about this
yeah,
rampant bee problem that they have
yeah,
caused.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What?
You got it. I have full
Yeah,
faith in you.
yeah,
Bravest
yeah,
person in
yeah,
all of Creep.
yeah, yeah.
All right, and then we lead this bundle of joy uh, back to Calliope's house.
Takes a step, face plants.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's a little too drunk. Um,
Ouch. That hurts.
I'm gonna go back into the tavern and get some water, and then I'm just gonna come out and dump it on him. There, you feeling good?
Yeah.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
feeling great. And so he starts walking along. He is stumbling a whole bunch as you guys head this way. But then you make it to Calliope's house. It is just hit sunset. So it is there is still like visible light. It is not fully dark yet. But within the hour, it'll probably be enough for you guys to head in there. Or you could try heading in now. Again, there is nobody else on the street except for you guys. So what do you guys plan to do?
To clarify, right now we have a soaking wet drunk person about to knock on this major person's door
Yes,
with a fake letter to of a, okay.
it's gonna go so well.
And we're going to sneak around the back and try to go in while that's happening.
Yep.
Um,
I think I'm gonna stay out front and let you two go through the back, and I'm gonna create so much chaos. 5 times chaos.
If that's
That
what
is
you really
an
want to
option.
do, I am not going to stop you from doing that.
Yep, I think I got it. I'm gonna be the distraction. You two are the strike team.
Okay. That's what you
Okay.
were doing?
Cause splitting the party
Alrighty.
is always a good idea. All the time.
I beg to differ. You know,
No, I'm telling you.
Wouldn't
But
your
we're gonna
documents
go with
just
it.
say Leroy Jenkins on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. So you gave him the building permit, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so he stumbles on up the door. He's like, yeah. Knock, 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 knock. Opens the door, and a servant is standing there. And they go, how may I help you, sir? He goes, yeah. Turns around and is like, what? He's looking in your direction, Sly.
Yeah. So, Sly is going to use my illusion creating to whisper in his ear what he's supposed to be saying while I just stand there ominously.
Okay. So he, okay. What are you whispering to him?
That I'm like, okay, you say I'm here to serve you this eviction notice because of the dastardly deeds that have been committed within these premises.
I'm here. Bastard. I'm just like, thank you. Mistress will not be seeing anyone at the moment.
I tell him,
And
don't
she
take no
goes to
for an
close the
answer.
door.
Don't take no for an answer. Grab the door.
Taking note. Grabbing the floor. And he like leans down and grabs onto the ground. Like,
Okay, and now I invoke chaos.
alrighty, what are you doing?
um, huh. I am both going to cause chaos and what's my other? I have that cool other thing with the god. Where'd my character sheet go? I have
Create chaos. Are you
Glaudier's
talking?
follower. Um, where when I enact chaos, I have the ability to gain the favor of Greg.
Okay. So you're going to roll create chaos. You're going to roll against me on the 100-sided for Glaudier's follower. And then we will go from there.
All right, big money, no whammies. Uh-oh.
Create chaos is charm.
Oh, okay. So I passed, but I only rolled a 27. So I
Okay.
just barely passed. Oh wait, actually I got a plus 15 because of my Sly Fox to charm.
Absolutely. So that is a
42.
40 something. Yeah. Okay. Roll against me on the 100 for Glaudier's follower. Ooh, that's
Okay.
going to be tough to beat.
Oh, 43.
43, that does not work. Okay, so you do not gain advantage or any boons or anything with this at the moment.
Darn.
So explain to me what you are wanting to do with your create chaos.
The
At
swarm
a
of bees
42.
come back. I want the swarm of bees to come back and try moving into this house now while the door is open.
So you do this and you're like thinking about this giant swarm of bees, bigger than a person. And as you're sitting there, like 20 bees, like in a straight line, just start making their way to the house. So like 20 bees is a lot of bees, but like not the amount of bees that you were thinking of.
No.
They start making their way to the house. Okay. And so the servant, does not close the door in time, and all 20 bees make their way inside. We're going to take a timeout on this, and we are going to go now to Tom and Mist. who are sneaking in through the servants' entrance. I need both of you to roll agility for me.
Okay.
You don't
61.
pass this. 61? Okay, that passes for you. And then
That is a 55 with my bonus, so that is a pass.
okay, so that passes for both of you. You guys get inside. I need you guys to make vitality with disadvantage.
What does disadvantage mean?
The
That means the
lower
lower number is first.
the lower number goes in the 10 spot. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not going to be good.
Oh, interesting. That's a fun
Um,
mechanic.
well,
Oh.
that is miserable. A 90 went to a 9.
Holy.
But I'm going to
And
re-roll Master of None. I'm taking one of these now.
Okay, yes, you can do that.
and the way that I rolled a 5 anyway. So yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm
How much damage are you taking? Missed. Missed, you are taking 99% damage on
What?
it.
Oh. So I have 1% health left.
Yes.
What? No, that's a trap. Holy shit.
And what did you?
That would have been the better time to use my nose the gods thing. Yikes.
You you still have disadvantage on this. What did you roll?
me. I rolled a 96, which becomes a 69,
Okay, so
which is a
that
pass,
passes.
but just
Okay, so you walk in the servant's interest and miss. It is like someone has pushed their fist through your chest. You get this like immense pain in your chest. You can't breathe for a second. You're gasping for air. You fall to the ground and you feel dizzy, disoriented. Just like everything that you feel could go wrong is going wrong. You want to throw up. Your head hurts. You're hot. You're cold. You're in pain. Like it is just everything all at once as you go through this, and then in an instant, boom, it's gone. You still feel disoriented from this, given like the immense nature of it. And you can tell that you are hurt, and you truly do still feel like you are on the brink of death, although nothing is immediately happening to you.
This is bad.
Tom, you watch this happen where your friend walks in. You feel like a little bit weird for a second there, but then she just like crumples to the ground.
Are there any like plants that would help over here, like inside the house or right outside, to get some help back? I don't think a one.
Sure, yeah. You outside saw a plant that is known as the Devil's Luck, and so it tastes like hell. Nobody ever wants to take it, but it does give you some healing, especially against charms.
Miss, you're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna grab the flower. Here, eat this.
You go
It's recommended
outside.
with this.
You have to go outside to grab this. You come back
I'm gonna go
inside,
back outside.
and yep, you come back inside, and I'm going to need you to roll vitality once again with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Please stop, please. I rolled a 95. Can you please stop giving me disadvantage? It's a 59. I passed by one, but
that is
that's by 1
that
point.
is still a pass. So you walk back in, and for a second, you're just like incredibly dizzy and disoriented. You like struggle to gain your balance, but you do. You don't take any damage from this, but
It tastes better with a spoonful of sugar, but no, it tastes like garbage. But it's good for you.
Okay.
You put it all
Honestly,
together. Some balsamic vinegar. Tastes good once it's done.
I'll trust you on this one. Because
all
I
right,
feel like crap.
Mist, you are going to have to roll vitality to see if you can actually get this down.
Okay. that is a 38, which is a make.
Amazing, and you gain 72% health.
That's a
I
good
feel a
plan.
lot better now. That's a dang good plan.
You feel a lot better.
Whew.
So where you guys have entered is like basically the kitchen area. There isn't anyone in it at the moment, but you can hear some voices down the hall. So where the room is, it is closed off, and right outside the doors, it does sound like someone is talking.
Kind of want to just tuck like behind where the door would open and see if I can hear what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you do that. You like are standing behind where the door would open, and you hear, "Look, I don't understand what he was here for. Even he just said something about grabbing the floor and was wet. That's odd. I know, but look, people are going to be weird at this time of year, so I don't really think anything of it. That is true. Oh, Mistress was saying that there was something with this, oh, what was his name? I believe it was Thomas, isn't that correct? Yes, Thomas, of course. She said that there was something going on with him and that we had to deal with that rather soon. Oh, yes, I really do hope this sort of thing clears up for her. You do know how she cares for him. Of course I do. And it's really quite some weakness of hers. And you hear, like, some, like, walking as, like, the voices fade off. As they're talking about their mistress's weakness of caring for Tom.
Ooh.
Didn't say you knew her that way.
What happened when I was a business person stays there. Even I don't remember that.
Okay.
Correct. Tom, you do not remember ever meeting Calliope.
Maybe it's a
Alrighty,
different
so
Tom? Ooh. Or there's something else happening here.
so it sounds like you guys are clear to continue moving forward through the house.
Motioning quietly. Let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I will need you guys to roll agility as you try to sneak quietly into the next room.
Clarify, as Mrs. telling me she's stopping me from grabbing something. At the same time. So that's a 72 on the agility.
When you do that passes?
What's 97 plus 15?
Ooh.
112.
I am sneaky.
That, my friend, is a crit and a half. Holy cow.
Yes.
You get the ability. I am
Does
the
sound
knight.
like Batman.
That was on purpose.
I love it. What does it
so
do?
your ability, I am the knight. It gives you the ability to once per day move throughout a room as if you are the knight, being completely undetected.
All right. Completely undetected. That will come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel
Alrighty.
so sneaky.
As you guys enter this next room, I'm going to need you to roll vitality at disadvantage.
Oh no. I gotta tell
And
you,
it
I'm
just
glad I'm not in there because my vitality sucks.
I rolled a 70.
70, that passes.
No, that doesn't. Not a disadvantage.
It's a 7.
It's a 7.
Oh, you rolled a 7. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that doesn't pass.
So ironic, but same.
What?
I also rolled a 70 and it's therefore a 7.
All right, which one of you guys wants to take your damage first?
I'll take it.
So you 1%. You take 1% damage from this.
Oh my god, seriously?
And oh, missed. You take 72. I didn't hear you. What do you say?
I have one left again. How did you do that?
Is there?
You just want to kill my character. That's what's
I
happening
don't. I
here.
don't. I promise I don't.
I know you don't. It's fine.
Hey, Abstract, you remember that thing we were talking about today where I was like, I've never killed a player character?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just cursed yourself, man. Cursed yourself.
It's okay. It's okay. There are ways around this. Don't worry about it. So we're gonna take a real quick pause break on that. Move back to our good friend Sly. Sly, you see the door close in his face as the 20 bees go in through the door. He turns back to you. He's like, "Yeah."
So this guy being a waste, I am charging up my laser.
Yes! All right, let's see it. Tell me exactly what you were doing with this charging up your laser, my dude.
So
I would like to point out though, just real quick before you do this, this is again a charmed house. Things have the ability to backfire.
yeah. So well, and I'd like to think too that I'm still like I set him up, right? So I'm like at the gate, right? And he's up at the door. So I'm back there, and so charging up my laser to me is like the Goku, I'm out there going, and then I'm totally gonna yell Kamehameha as it happens.
Let's rock and roll.
But I actually think I'm almost tempted to shoot the guy, but he doesn't deserve that, right? So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a window with my charged up laser.
Whereabouts in the house would you like to shoot? Top floor, middle, bottom?
Near the door on the first floor, near the front entrance.
All right, so you charge up your laser, and it bounces off of the house, and it is coming directly back at you. What are you doing in response to this?
I jump out of the way.
All right, roll agility for me.
Oh no. I dropped my die. That is a 65.
65. That passes. So you jump out of the way. It just like airily misses you and actually hits the house behind you, which whoosh, goes up in flames. So now across the street, there is a house that is on fire. People are screaming, bolting out of it. They don't know what just happened. And it is like an instantaneous sort of thing. It's not like a smoldering fire that slowly builds. It was just like the entire thing is engulfed in flames in a second. People are running, screaming. People are coming out of nearby houses. That is causing chaos. And in this moment, you are granted a boon of Gladiator.
Nice.
Greg was incredibly happy with what just happened. So you have that now.
Okay. So I'm gonna hide, but I'm gonna start making the illusion of people screaming, "Yeah, you're the one that did the bees!"
And so people are like, you're the reason, and they start like getting ready to fight out into the street, who are just confused and panicked that their house just got set on fire. And they are starting to get in like a real tussle about this. So there's like street fighting now. The fire like jumps to another house. It's starting to burn from the top down. We're gonna take a pause break on that, unless you would like to go inside of the house at this point.
No, I think I'm staying where I am for now.
Okay. So Tom and Mist, you guys start to hear screaming outside. You aren't sure exactly what is going
It's
on.
working.
Exactly.
You guys aren't sure exactly what is going on. But you guys find yourself in a small hallway that leads down like through the house. There are doors on either side. What are you guys doing?
Is there anything to get health back? Not for me.
I don't think you guys have any skills, and you do not have any items that would help you get health back at this point.
Are there any servants nearby that I might be able to talk our way into getting help?
No. And I don't necessarily think that would be the best option right now.
I've got to agree with that. Can my boon help me?
Yeah, your boon could help you.
Because I'm a little afraid of crossing another threshold without more than 1%.
So you're
Okay.
dropping your boon at this point?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Gain 1% HP.
No.
Okay. So at this point, you are fully restored. So you have 100% health. Also, so do you, Tom. The gods have given you this divine boon, and okay. And then also at this point, boop, Sly appears inside next to you guys.
Oh. I guess the gods want you here with us.
Works for me. You should see what's going on outside.
Success?
We'll call it that.
Okay.
You guys
We just
probably
need-
noticed that I smell like wood smoke too. Like
That's not surprising.
So looking down this hallway, there are 3 doors on either side, and then at the very end, a spiral staircase that leads up.
Basically need to find the display room wherever that may be.
you guys.
Are any of these doors locked?
You can go ahead and try all of them.
Yeah. Tom's gonna reach over and just try the handle, see if any of them are meant to be open.
Which side are you starting with, and are you starting with the closest one?
We're gonna start with the middle ones on both sides, and then go closest around, starting on the right all the way around.
So starting on the right, and then
Right middle.
Yeah. Right middle. Okay. So you try that doorknob. It opens. It's a bathroom. You try the next doorknob. It opens. It's the main part of the house. So that's like the living room and everything. I need you to roll agility for me real quick.
69.
69.
Nice.
Nice.
That's a pass.
That passes. So there are 2 servants who are talking to each other as they like are messing with pillows and just generally tidying up. They don't notice you, and you are able to close the door again. Then at this point, do you go to the last one on the right, or do you move then over to the left?
We'll do the last one on the right.
Okay, so the last one on the right. So this opens up to what seems to be a very small bedroom. Are you going in this room at all?
I'm just going to try the doors and inform everyone right now.
Okay.
I'm not going to go too far.
Yes. On the other side, you open it up, and it's this storage room. It is filled with magical items. Just looking at it, you are able to see like a cloak of invisibility that you're able to recognize. There are daggers that just like by looking at them, you can tell that they are enchanted with some sort of magic. You also there is like on one of the shelves these like glass-looking balls that are like glowing with a sort of like ethereal kind of light within them. And then directly under that is this another glass ball that has like this tree inside of it. And there are a variety of other items as well.
I'm gonna go out of like just leaving there, but annoy anything from this room. They have everything I can want. I'm not taking anything, but
You open up the next door. It is filled with a variety of clothes. They're all like the same size, so you can assume that this is. And they are not the white clothing that all the servants wear. You can assume that this is for Calliope. And then the last one is just like general supply room. So that mops and cleaning supplies, things like that.
I'm not saying I would look good in Calliope's clothes because I think they're a little short on me, but I think I could pull it off.
I think you'd look good. I'm proud of you, by the way. All I could think was Admiral Akbar. It's a trap! Like, that's seriously all I could think of.
Well, here's your information. Just telling everyone what I see.
Mm-hmm.
So no pedestal. Sounds like we're not there yet.
You are not.
Upstairs? I know.
If we run into Calliope,
Slide.
it's gonna be bad.
Possibly. But
No
Tom's her
idea.
weakness.
I whispered to Mist. I think we should let Sly go first, just because of all the other doorways, to see what happens.
You know what? That's fair.
He doesn't know.
That's fair.
Sly,
Alright,
lead the
so
way.
Sly just completely trusting his compatriots is like, oh yeah, sure.
Up the spiral staircase you go. You're completely fine as you get up onto the second floor. You do have to open a door and go through it to enter the second floor. You doing that?
Yes, I do so.
Okay. You open the door, you enter. Once again, you are completely fine. Mist and Tom, you walk up there, and you guys are fine as well up on the second floor.
I totally thought you were gonna
I was
tell
waiting
them to
for
roll.
it.
Like,
I was like, why?
Yeah. So this one is a much wider hallway. The one downstairs, really, like you kind of, if you were passing each other, you would have to squeeze by. And so this one, it is much wider. This seems to be more of somewhere where Calliope would spend her time. There are like ornate paintings on all of the walls, and there are 4 doors, 2 on either side.
Right.
I think that painting's a Pablo Picasso painting.
Picasso.
It is indeed a Pablo Picasso painting. It looks like eerily similar to a very unknown painter called Pablo Picasso. But you know, this one very clearly all sorts of like ornate bees and everything. Let me actually, I'll find a photo. You guys narrate what you are going to be doing, and I will find a good photo of what this looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the doors to the left because it's always the left.
Okay.
Okay.
First or second door on your left.
The second door.
Okay, so you open that up, and it is a completely empty room except for a rug on the floor.
There's just a rug. Okay, I'm gonna try the other door.
Okay, you open this up, and it is a bedroom. Very ornate. Like lots of shiny things everywhere.
Is there a pedestal with a cool shit on it?
Not. You do note, however, that this rug is the same as the one in the other room.
That's weird. I still want to light the rug on fire. But I don't see a person either, right? There's nobody in the bedroom.
Person. So what I just sent into chat, that is the image it looks like, except it is of a bee.
Nice. That's wonderful.
Excellent.
Alright, so I guess I shut those doors and turn and whisper quietly. Must be the other doors.
Okay. I guess it's my turn to open a door.
Be careful.
First or second
Let's
on
go
your
for
right.
the second one on the right.
Second one on the right. Oh, okay. Yeah, so the second one on the right, you open it up. It is another like storage room of magical items. This one is more open. Once again, it is the same rug on the floor, and all across the walls are these like shelves and shelves. It is a large room. It's probably like 50 by 50 feet, which you will note doesn't quite make sense for the way that the house looked on the outside. It's a little bit odd, but you figure, like you must have just been looking at it wrong. And so, like I said, 50 by 50 on each side. All of the like four walls have shelves upon shelves of magical items on them. Like basically anything you could have wanted on any sort of adventure is in this room. You look ahead, in the middle of the room is a pedestal, and on top of said pedestal is this glowing black orb with a single flame in the middle of it. So it's a flame, and then around it is just like black darkness. You can still see the flame though. And then across from that, like kind of on, because there's a large window at the back of the room, like under the window is a desk, and on the desk is a dagger. The dagger is put on this sort of like holding thing. Can't think of the word. And it is sheathed within its whatchamacallit? Words.
Chief?
Yeah,
In its
yeah. I
sheath?
mean, I guess I could go with that. That's not the word that I'm looking for, but we're gonna.
Okay.
It is within its sheath.
Okay.
And then on either side of that is a oil lamp.
Normally, I'd say, Tom, it's you, but I feel like moving through a room completely undetected might be helpful right now. I am the knight.
I,
Poof.
Okay, so you're activating your I am the
Doing
knight.
it. I am.
So yes, you go ahead. You say I am the knight, and with that, Tom and Sly, Mist just disappears.
Yes.
Oh man, that's
Mist
cool.
makes her way forward. Tom, I'm going to need you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Something about these.
that is a 44. That fails by 1.
Oh no.
So, you. Okay. So as this is happening, you're like kind of watching into the room, not exactly sure what is going on, and then all of a sudden there's just this like cold air that surrounds you. And as you kind of notice outside that the leaves on the trees that were swaying in the wind before come to a slow stop. The air continues to grow colder and colder. You hear from behind you, Thomas, you're not supposed to be here. Turn around. You
Is that
realize.
you?
What?
I said, Mom, is that you?
You turn around, you realize that your friend Slither, he's also become frozen in time, just like the leaves outside, the birds in the sky. It seems like this moment it is just stopped. Turn around, and you are facing a woman. She has curly black hair tied back into a very loose ponytail, wearing an ornate purple dress in front of you. And in this moment, something clicks. You've heard the name Calliope before. You know it. You know her very well. When you were a child, there was a woman, she was incredibly kind to you. She gave you almost anything that you wanted. The type of relationship that you had was friendship, companionship, one of a mentor and a student, and one of real, pure love. As you look at her, these memories of your time together flood back, and you realize that they were taken from you. You aren't sure exactly by what force, but this woman is incredibly familiar. Looking at her, you also notice that she doesn't seem to have aged a day, and it's been years since the last time you saw her. Um, when you first met when you were a child, she was about the age that you are now, and she still seems to be. She has this look of anger, seething anger on her face as she looks at you. What have you done?
I don't know. I ticked off some bees earlier. Uh,
These are not what I'm talking about.
I mean, I've been exploring houses. I haven't done anything really. Started a
You aren't
business.
supposed to be able to be here.
That sounds like a you problem.
You brought this uncharmer into my house. She glances over at Sly. Not understand what I did was to protect you. I gave you your mother, I sent you away, and I took every single memory you could have, and I twisted it into something that would still help you, but would not leave you in danger. Stop her from
Um,
taking the eternal flame of hell if you know what's good for you. I will not step in at this point, but I will, if need be, in the future. Make the right decision, Thomas. Like a snap of her fingers, you are brought back in time. The leaves start swaying, the birds start flapping their wings. Your friend Sly kind of adjusts his tie, but you can't see mist.
How does Tom look after that, Rubinsky?
totally shaken. I think I met my mother, but she sent me away. Apparently, it was for my own good, and she wants me to stop Mist from taking the flame. But I don't know why, and I don't know
At
if I
this
should.
point, the eternal flame of hell rises up, disappears, and Mist reappears right next to you guys, holding the eternal flame of hell. There's frost on her fingers, kind of down her arm. She is not taking any sort of damage from this. You chose the right person to grab the eternal flame of hell. Um, she's holding it in her hands. What are you guys gonna do?
Got it.
Uh, so I think when you reappear, Mist, you see that Sly's mouth is just like hanging open. This look of pure stunned disbelief. It's like, Tom, do you mind telling tell, what you just told me?
Um,
Huh?
well, um, apparently Calliope took me in and she doesn't want me letting you go with this flame to protect me.
Protect you.
I don't know.
So we're just giving up this mission?
Screw that! Run! I think I follow suit with that after I say it.
So you guys leaving the house with the eternal flame of hell?
Tom's just gonna stand there frozen in time. Just like unsure of what to do and what to think about.
I'm so confused.
After about, like, I don't know, 30 seconds, he's gonna run after Mist. But to help her, she erased my memories. Clearly, I'm not good enough for her. You guys were more family to me.
Aw.
I'm gonna try to help them escape.
Okay. You guys successfully make your way out of the house with no real issue down the street, bounding on your way. You head out of town, back all the way to Orem, to Larry's Giant Subs, where Larry arranges another meeting with the man for you. You guys are sitting there with your item, pondering everything that has just happened. The man walks in. He sits down. You have it?
Do you have my bucket of chicken?
No, the
I don't
callbacks.
have the chicken. No, I have your money.
Good enough.
He hands 5,000 to each of you. Opens his palm for the eternal flame of hell.
Okay. Hand it over.
You hand it to him, and almost immediately you see just like frostbite start to spread across his fingers. He drops it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
He stares at it for a second, shakes out his hand, and it seems to automatically heal itself. Reaches into his pocket, grabs this cloth, wraps it, puts it into his bag. He nods to you guys, says, "You. It will be much appreciated by the Empire." Stands up, waltzes his way back out. And that is where we are going to end our game.
Woo!
That
Yeah,
was so fun!
that
It
was
was
awesome.
very fun.
Tom totally doesn't want to just pickpocket back.
That
I
was
do think
amazing.
it was
That
kind of
so fun.
ominous at the end of it that he said the Empire, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
sure. We
I
got our
can tell you
money.
guys about that. Off of stream, I can tell you guys about like what's going to happen with what you just did.
Mhm.
But I cannot because unfortunately the group that this is interacting with, a couple of them are watching.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
yes, I'll
Still
tell you guys off of
fun.
stream what's going to happen. Yeah,
Yay.
great. That was
So
fun.
I gotta say, the bees comment at the beginning is
That
it's taken the play of the game. Like
if bees can be my legacy, I will be so happy. So happy.
These are your legacy.
Yes!
They absolutely are. There is now like rampaging bee swarms all throughout the kingdom.
I have given you killer bees. You're welcome.
I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh.
yep, that moment, and then the child, the ma. that was just wonderful.
That was so
Continue. My
like,
bloom.
Yep.
oh, that was great.
Help the automaton. I loved that so much.
Loved Help the Automaton.
Like
I
seriously.
was debating yelling for help when I got zapped down. I'm like, but I don't think yelling in a house we're sneaking into is a good idea.
Also, Votan is a wee bit away from where Creep is. So not sure
exactly.
if he would have heard you, But he would have
True.
just been like booking it across the country.
Right?
Time needed.
Right? Right. I
Yeah,
love it. It's
Terminator 2
fantastic.
running towards.
That was delightful.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
just the whole
Those
thing,
are
Ro.
lovely.
Such a good job. Seriously,
Mhm.
10 out
Thank
of 10
you.
would totally recommend. Like, oh, it was so much fun. Uh,
Yes, that was great.
my
Oh
only
my
Absolutely.
gosh.
regret is that I didn't invoke chaos 5 times in a row. I totally wanted to do it, but
You honestly, you should have. You should have, my man. That right there would have given you something real nice from Greg.
All right, everybody. Anybody watching, thank you. If you're watching this sometime in the future, thank you for that as well. If you're not on the Discord, come join it. It is amazing. And if you're interested in my system, I am this abstract thought on all social media platforms. Shoot me a message, leave me a comment, and I will be happy, more than happy, to discuss it more than you want to hear about it. I can almost guarantee it. Um, so, with that, I think we're going to end the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody playing, everybody that came. Does anybody want to? You guys want to push your social media at all before we go? This would be a good time for that.
I don't have any social medias to push. Just come to the Discord. Come to the Discord. You're gonna love it. You are not going to regret it. Get your 2 weeks free. It's an absolute blast.
Come read Lake
And then
Couch. It's
also
worth it.
like you might get to play with like lovely people like this.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing people, most creative ideas. I had an absolute blast. Love it.
There. I dropped mine in the chat. I am Carafish27,
Yeah.
and you can find me on TikTok. And I have other things, but I don't really use them. So TikTok it is.
Yeah, that's
I'm
pretty much
gonna
me
I'm
too.
gonna drop the link to the Discord in the chat as well
Yeah.
right now.
Mm-hmm.
Good plan.
Please join it. Please join it and tell them if somehow someone is joining from this stream, join it and tell them that we sent you. You
Yes.
saw this amazing percent chance of failure, that you want to play this system, how great it is with the amazing Grand Poobah, and jump down there. You get to play with Abstract. It's going to be a great time. I love playing with him. It's fantastic.